Hello my scrappy friends, a big welcome to my YouTube channel today. It's Melinda here with you and I have my most recent creation for Cut to You. I am using one of the gorgeous new Halloween cut files. This one is called Magic Book of Spells. I love this. It is absolutely, it's beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I have cut it in textured black cardstock, and to back it, so if you have been, if you follow me on Instagram, I am m_Sweetman, you will have seen a couple of weeks ago that I shared a reel of me cutting those inside, those stars. They are glitter rainbow cardstock. They are beautiful. I went with the warmer colours of the rainbow, so yellow, orange, pink, and purple. Yes, I said purple. And just let my cameo cut those, and I've used some wet glue to glue those together. I am playing with my kit that I put together as well, so that is where these scraps of paper are from. And so I decided to go with the warmer colours because you can see both of my boys are dressed as Harry Potter, and his house colours are the yellow, gold and the red. So I thought that worked really well. I've got the yellowy, goldy, orangey kind of pattern paper there, and then this pink. I have pulled in an extra piece of, so that white paper in the background, that is a Bella Boulevard from the Besties collection, Hearts and Ombre in white. I have used distress archival ink in black soot, gone around the edges of that, and the same thing with my pattern papers and around the edges of the pages in my book. So I had this idea in my head. I wanted the book to look like it was actually a book. You saw me briefly. I was using my craft knife and I cut along the outside edge of each page so that I could lift up the corners of each of those pages, the bottom corner, and I used a paintbrush to roll that corner a bit more, just to give it a bit more dimension. And I'm going to stick them down with foam tape, and I'm just going to use like different thicknesses of the double-sided tape for those corners. So like most of this is on like one layer of foam tape, then on those corners I've done 2, 3 and I think 4 layers of the foam tape, just to give it more lift and dimension. And I really love the way this turned out better than what I envisioned in my head, so can't complain about that. As you saw, I had it all laid out on my background here. I've actually used the leftover black cardstock that I had left after I cut the cut file, and so I've just used that as my border. But this was looking way too clean, way too clean for my liking. So I have got some watering can archival ink here and a stamp. This is just stars. I thought that went really well. And I've penciled in where my photo is going to go, and I know that the whole design is kind of going from top left to bottom right. And so I've just added a bunch of stamping all the way around where my cut file is going to go in my photo, and just to add a bit of interest to my background. I decided that was still too clean, so I'm coming in with some distress oxides, and I use my little ink pad swatch book to pick colours. They're all distress oxide colours. The yellow is mustard seed, orange is spiced marmalade, pink is picked raspberry, and then the purple is villainous potion. And so you can see I am literally going in the same diagonal that the stars are going in, and kind of putting the colours where the stars are. So you can see I'm just smushing my ink pad down, adding some splatters, and then moving on to the next colour. It will jump forward in a sec. I've added more splatters in those first 3 colours, and then I've come back in, so this is the last colour, the villainous potion. I'm just adding those. Because the colours overlap on my glitter cardstock, I made sure that I overlap them a little bit on my background, and I really love the way this looks. I'm really, really happy with it. So you can see here that I have got all this foam tape on the back here. I've added some ATG where it's being stuck flat to the background, and I missed some of the backing here. Because I traced around where my photo was going, it was really easy for me to find the correct placement here. And then I'm just pulling off the backing from the corners there, just making sure that they are sitting how I want them to sit. And you can see I'm just going to roll those up a little bit more. I do have to do a little bit of repair work. So I've actually backed those pages using some printed vellum and some plain copy paper. I wanted something soft-ish, but I didn't want completely see-through like the vellum. So I've just used some plain copy paper, stuck the vellum to the book, and then stuck the copy paper to the back of that and trimmed around it, and I've got my book pages. Like I said, I'm really, really happy with the way the cut file came out. It really is the feature on this page, but I really feel like it really adds to the story that I'm telling. Like I said, the photo that I'm scrapbooking is of both of my children. It is from this year. It is from Book Week this year. If you've been following me for a little while, you'll know that it is my eldest child's first year at high school. And I certainly didn't expect that he would be participating in dress-ups for Book Week. So I was super excited when A, the school was doing it, and B, he wanted to participate. So matching Harry Potter's once again, which doesn't bother me at all. So that's what I'm scrapbooking here. I wanted to build my title and do something a little bit different. So I've pulled out, this is quite an old stamp set from Ali Edwards. It's from the Magic Story kit, I think is what they were. I'm not sure. You can see I've stamped that in black, and then I did a couple. I wasn't sure what I wanted to use. I ended up using the one that I used. It's clear embossing powder with glitter in it, which I thought worked really well with the glitter in the cut file. So I've stamped that a couple of times and embossed it, and then I've hand trimmed that out. I'm going to build my title using that and some stickers, some alpha stickers from my stash kit. Decided I was going to use the gold ones because, again, those warmer tones. And the title's going to be Love the Magic of Book Week. Now, you can see I'm using these pink and yellow ones. I start with the bigger ones. Now, if you have these at home, tell me, do you have V's in the bigger size alphabet? There's no V's. None. Zero. Zip. So I had to switch it out for the smaller ones, which is fine, but totally not. Like, I was like, where are the V's? So I ended up using the smaller ones here. My title says, Love the Magic of Book Week. I love mixing my fonts for a title. And I really like how they go down the right hand side of there, and they're not a huge feature. I really, really feel like this cut file is definitely like the main feature on this page, but really helps to tell the story, because Harry Potter, magic, books, I mean, they just go hand in hand. As soon as I saw this cut file, I knew I was going to be scrapbooking a Harry Potter photo of some description. So, you know, you clearly don't need to celebrate Halloween to use some of these Halloween cut files. You know, my kids, I've had them dress up as something scary once or twice, but it's just really not their jam. I'm the one that tends to get more dressed up as the scary, spooky Halloween type characters. Alright, so you could see that I pulled a whole bunch of stickers and things from my kit. I've added in one of those hearts from the Bella Boulevard. Can't remember what they're called, but it's like a dimensional epoxy almost kind of sticker. I've got these labels. These are from Pretty Little Studio. I'm still working my way through them. I've pulled out, again, all the warmer tones plus the black. I have this half of a purple one that I am going to slip into the book there like that. I have cut a slit so that it slides all the way in. I'm going to add my journaling, add some tape, and that one can get stuck in. I've got this little bit of a pink label. You can see I'm going to try it everywhere. Try it lots of places. And then I'm like, yes, that is the place that it's going to go. Adding my black ink to that as well and sticking that in there. I'm like, yes, I can bring the gold over to this side as well. I'm going to add 22. And then I think, yeah, so my confetti pieces, I've got these rainbow hearts from Ellie Studio. They are the perfect colours to go with this. If anyone's wondering, that glitter cardstock came from Stampin' Up. I have 2 sheets of it, and I'm impressed with myself that I pulled it out and used it. So you can see I'm just matching the colours to the colours of the glitter. I'm going to come back in with some wet glue and stick all those down. But you can see I've got that diagonal. I've just stuck those on that same diagonal. I didn't want to distract too much, but I did want to add something. I've got these gems. I'm going to add 3 of each colour, which I'm really impressed I managed to get through like all of the colours. The purple, so there's 2 lots of purple on here. Did everyone hear that correctly? I've used 2 different shades of purple intentionally. They are a lighter purple, so I'm going to leave those as is that go with that one that I'm working on right now. And then I'm going to change up these ones down here because they are the same lighter colour. But I want them to match this purple that I'm working with, which is much closer to the Villainous Potion. Just grab one of my Copic markers. This is V08, I think. And I've just coloured that onto those gems, and they're the perfect colour now. I have got my Minor 49er by Shimmers. I'm going to add some gold splatter, and that, my friends, will be me finishing my page off. This was a super fun layout to put together, but I have to be honest, I did kind of procrastinate a little while. I was so terrified that it wouldn't come out how I envisioned it, and then it came out even better than I had first anticipated. Super happy with how this came out. If you haven't already checked out all of the beautiful new Halloween cut files in the store, or just had a random look through the store, I highly recommend that you do. There are so many beautiful, gorgeous cut files in there, so many different ways that you can use them, and I hope that I have inspired you today to perhaps scrap Halloween with rainbows. Yeah, why not? I hope you've enjoyed my share today. If you do have any questions, please make sure you drop them below, or just say hi. I'm quite happy to hear and reply as often as I can. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, choosing to spend your scrappy time with me, and I will see you in my next video. Have a fantastic scrappy day.